A very good morning on the 5th of November in this wonderful, fabulous year of 2019. I'm going to welcome my first guest, a great friend, Ashford. Thank you very much for getting up so early and joining us. Good morning.
Morning, David. Thank you very much.
I was talking about my New Year's resolution to make lots of new friends, and I'm very proud to count you and your colleagues among my friends. Now, you run an organisation called DREAMSAI. I know what DREAMSAI is, but tell everybody else.
First and foremost, just to give what DREAMSAI is all about, and if people are wondering what is DREAM, what is SAI, DREAM is our dream. Every people will have a dream to do something in their life. It is actually our dream. SAI is actually the name of a 19th century Indian saint called Sai, who actually said, everyone is the same. Humanity and the charity is the most important thing that we need to do. He lived in a very small place in India called Shirdi, which is very close to Mumbai, in the state of Maharashtra. And today there are millions and millions of followers for Sai, and we are one of those very small drop in the ocean doing some good things which based on the teachings of Sai. So that is the DREAMSAI in short.
So Sai was a saint in India.
That's right.
And his dream is what you are following and outworking.
That's right. He has a lot of preachings and teachings that we said. One of the important thing is one of his doctrine is God is one. Whatever the religion you follow, whatever the path you follow, at the end of the day, it's a humanity. It's actually helping the people.
Well, that is truly, truly wonderful. I just want to pick up something you said about DREAMSAI and how all gods are as one. There's a very, very lovely poem that I like, and there's one line in it which says, "Be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be." And I'm so much in tune with that. So DREAMSAI, love, inspired by the saint, love into action. So tell me some of the things that you do, because I know you do some great things.
Yeah, there's basically DREAMSAI has about 3 projects which we work on, David, at the moment. One is more following Sai and then doing the spiritual and cultural activities. So that's mainly meeting the cultural need of the Indian community around in Milton Keynes. That's the one thing which DREAMSAI does, which mostly every Thursday evenings to start with at the moment. The second project is, we call it Food for Sai. So this is when we say food for Sai, we think we are giving food to Sai. So we see a saint in every person or a god in every human that we are meeting. That's why the name of the project is Food for Sai. What this project actually does is every Saturday we are based in Busji in central Milton Keynes outside the train station, and we deliver food to every person who walks in. Predominantly most of the rough sleepers are the guests who are homeless, and everyone would come in. Not only there, our team goes around and distributes the food in multiple places. It could be the YMCA and on the streets, etc. Plus there is we can talk more about the Food for Sai project. And the third one that we do is a blood donation. In England, there's a lot of scarcity about the blood donors from the ethnic minority communities. As predominantly majority of our members are from the Indian community, we do go out and promote the need to donate the blood, and we did run a couple of camps recently. Again, we can talk a lot more about where a lot of people who has never ever given blood in their life came down and donated blood.
Well, it's truly wonderful. And, you're talking about God, however you conceive him to be. I think there's something called destiny. I think destiny brought DREAMSAI and myself together. I was, it was a sort of meeting, if you like, in the YMCA where we were talking to guests there. And I don't know, I must have said something, I can't even remember what I said, but this lady said, "Oh, I know somebody who you really ought to meet." Okay, go on then. Set it up. And then I met you, and goodness me, there's something more than coincidence there, because you are doing what is so much in my heart there. So whatever we conceive God to be, we'll call him destiny for now, shall we? But it certainly brought us together. And the moment I walked through the door, I was hit with friendship. So,
brilliant.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I met you.
It's a pleasure. It's a very kind word, and thank you.
I would say to anybody else, calm down and meet these good people and see what you can add to DREAMSAI.
That's a very good point, David, because there's a lot of people out there who want to do a lot of good things to the community out there. And DREAMSAI as an organisation, the way we say is, although we are a group of people, the key thing I would like to say here is we are a platform. For on one side, there's a lot of people, good people out there who want kind people, who want to give something, and on the other side, there's also another set of people who are probably, unfortunately, disadvantaged in different ways, who want a lot of help. So DREAMSAI is here, a platform connecting the people who are ready to help and the people who need help.
What touches me about DREAMSAI is, it's an Indian community. I'm not Indian, but when I walk through the door, I am Indian.
Indeed, David.
That is special.
Yeah. For us, DREAMSAI as an organisation, I think although we are born at a place, so we are labelled depending on sort of which geographical part of this world you're born, as called as a British Indian or wherever you're sort of born, or even for that matter, the religion you're born, or the community in which you're born. But DREAMSAI as an organisation, I think, has grown beyond those divisions of the nationality or the region or the religion, etc. And we call it humanity. And then anyone and everyone who wanted to do something good out there to the society, come and join the group over there. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We are doing it. Come and join us. Yeah. Let's do it together to build a wonderful society.
Yeah. And we talk about ethnic groups and communities and all that rubbish. Well, there's only one race, isn't there? And it's the human race. The human race.
Perfect. Well said.
Now, one of the things I moan about these days, Laxman, is that we don't have a very effective media to help us get the message out. I mean, newspapers, well, what's one of them these days? But we've got something else, haven't we? It's called social media.
We have our website presence, which is dreamsai.org. That is dreamsai.org. That is our website, where we do post our updates about every project on a regular basis. We have a media team who manages the website, and also the other two areas of the social media presence. We have the Facebook, Twitter, and the Instagram as well. So on the Facebook, it is DREAMSAI MK. So if you search for DREAMSAI MK, we have close to about 1,000 followers, mostly around Milton Keynes. And then we have Twitter again at DREAMSAI MK. So if you just follow Facebook or Twitter or Instagram with the tag DREAMSAI MK, you'll be able to see our activity. So usually, David, there's an update going on to the Facebook or Twitter almost every alternate day, because there's a lot of projects happening, a lot of work happening out there. So we post updates about our events, we post updates about volunteers that we want to come in and support us.
Something I wanted to do was what I was going to call the Walk of Love. I was going to get a few people together. We were going to put together some food and bits and pieces and wander around and give these items to the homeless, rough sleeping friends. But logistically, we weren't going to. It was a dream. It wasn't going to happen. But then I found another dream. I found DREAMSAI, because you're doing it. You're doing it every single weekend. So instead of trying to reinvent the wheel with my Walk of Love, I've become part of what you're doing.
Brilliant. We loved it. The experience you bring in, and the suggestions you bring in, and the support you bring into the organisation is incredible, David. When you walk in and sort of, as a good example, last weekend when we had a guest who was desperate to have a conversation with someone, you were there sitting with the guest for 2 hours and listening to everything that he has to say. Is sort of beyond words and incredible. Then at the end, the guest who came in so disappointed but left with a huge smile on the face makes a huge difference.
Oh, he was a lovely, lovely man. If you're thinking of doing something to help different areas of the community. If you've got a passion for your homeless rough sleepers, don't do what I was trying to do and reinvent the wheel. Come down to the Buzzy, the Unity Park bus station, it's called, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, come down on a Saturday between 12:30, 1:30.
Yeah.
And just walk through the door and you will be met with a wall of friendship, I promise you. Yes. Right, Laxman, I think we might have to extend this show through till about midday to talk about all the wonderful things that you're doing. But something special about the food that you take out on, well, I call it the walk of love, but it's food for SAI.
Yeah.
You don't go to the supermarket and buy it, do you? You don't catch it off somebody to give you as a sponsorship. There's love in that food, isn't there?
Indeed. Every meal that we serve, David, is home cooked. This is the beauty of when I was saying about the DREAMSAI being a platform. We spread the word out there that DREAMSAI would like to do this food for SAI and give food to the guests out there. And the whole community came forward, and they've actually taken up a Saturday. What happens is sort of every Saturday there's a couple of families who do cook the food, about 30 to 40 meals each, and then our team go and pack the food. So this food includes a main course, a starter, a fruit, a bottle of water, crisp or cookie, that sort of thing. Everything is put into a bag, and the family cooks in the morning, and our team straight away goes and picks it and delivers over there. And the interesting thing here is the support that we receive from the community. All the Saturdays up until end of March 2020 are fully booked by two donors who are ready to cook every Saturday. That's the beauty of the community of Milton Keynes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, I had John, who's the director of the food bank, here on the show last week, and something I bang on about all the time with the food bank is don't go to the supermarket, buy a tin of beans and throw it into the collecting trolley. Stand and pause and wrap it in love before you donate it. Now, every single item that you give out has come from love, from somebody who's cooked it themselves.
Yeah.
And I've seen what you give out. There's a lot of work goes into that.
Yeah, that's all thanks goes to a couple of set of people, David, here. One is the donors themselves. As I said, that there's a lot of preparation behind, they themselves, as if, they have about 30 guests coming into their house. They go out to the supermarket, buy everything and make sure they cook a wonderful, delicious, healthy, nutritious meal and pack it into a pack of flour, which is this food for SAI. And the second group of people we need to thank is our army of volunteers who actually every Saturday at 11 o'clock they go around to these houses and make sure they pack the food and bring it across and deliver to the guests. And one important thing here, David, because we received a lot of positive feedback from a lot of guests. Some guests to insist us to give a call to the donor who made the food, and they speak to these donors and say thank you very much. I loved your food. So, and also the organizations we give in the temporary refuge organizations as well. They do send a lot of positive messages out and saying, once the DREAMSAI food is delivered, there's a queue in our refuge. People want to just grab the food and enjoy the meal.
Yeah. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you got me to sample the food, and I
Indeed.
can say it is absolutely delicious. It is, well, oh gosh, I had this one piece of food and I put it in my mouth and it just exploded. It exploded with taste.
It's an Indian curry made by an Indian at their home.
Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. Well, another friend's just walked through the door. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Come and join us. We're welcoming another good friend. Gianna, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
And thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here in this morning.
Yeah, it's bright and early, isn't it? Yeah. Now, I call it the walk of love. It's food for SAI. I've actually been out with you when you delivered the food to different people. Share one or two experiences of giving the food out, would you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm part of this Food for SAI program for last 3 to 4 months. Okay. and then we do deliver the food to the needy people after collecting from the donors. It's given me a really immense pleasure to serve and then interact with the various people, especially the needy ones. Yeah. When I came to this country, I thought everyone have the thing to what they need it. Yeah. But I have seen the real the different experience from my eyes. And then thanks to Lakshman for giving this platform to serve the needy people. Even this, it also gives an opportunity to meet various people among all the community, different backgrounds, religions, different places. I'm a hard believer of SAI. Even I named my daughter after SAI because since childhood I strong believer of him.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely.
Thank you. And then whatever we could give back to the society, I thought, okay, let's spend a few hours on on weekend, yeah, and then help or contribute whatever I could do based on my own time. Okay, that's what I proactively I requested the team. Me wanted to be part of the the delivery, the food for SAI delivery team. And then the experiences I got, when I meet the people, when I take that the pack of lunch and give it to them, I can see the happiness among the people. And then many of them wherever I go and meet them, and then they're really waiting for the food when we give them, and then that gives that so much happiness. That's something that we can't express easily. Because serving any of our friend who's who got at home just that it's like it gives that normal any other kind, but some helping someone who really need it, that kind of gives me lots of immense satisfaction. So I would like to I hope and then God bless me also to continue and serve to the people, whatever possible with me on weekly basis.
There's two things there that are running into my mind. I always say that the wave of love flows in two directions. So you're going out there and you're giving love, you're genuinely giving love, you're not donating money, you're donating love. And you give your gifts and then the wave comes back at you as they love you back for what you have done. So I'm retired and I can happily spend however many hours I do in what I do, but you guys, you've got professional careers, you've got to go to work, and I'm guessing that you've got some pretty influential areas of employment, and that so if you give your Saturday, and it's effectively an hour, but it's a lot more than an hour. If you can give your whole Saturday, that counts for so much.
Indeed, David. So that's an interesting point, because everyone is highly skilled in their professional lives, and not only them working in Milton Keynes, some of our team members work throughout the country, and they've been travelling outside of the country to Europe as well for their work, but they're back into the service over the weekend. Wherever they are during the weekdays working professionally, they are here over the weekend on Thursday evenings whenever we do these different activities. So it's wonderful. As you said, the donation of love from all the team is immense.
I think I've seen many people taking or attending few office sessions while doing that the work as well. We just need to balance it. That gives that satisfaction for us, because at the same time we are giving love and getting that back the love. So that's
it's the wave of love going in two directions again, isn't it? I donated my 25th pint of blood just a few weeks ago, but if I hadn't been such a sad, pathetic coward when I'd been a young man, that would have been 150 pints of blood. I'm determined to live to be old enough to do 150 pints. Well, we'll see, won't we? But another idea I had was to reach out into the different areas of the community and find blood donors. And yet again, I was going to reinvent the wheel, because I was going to come to the Indian community and say, hey, have you ever thought about donating blood? But you're already doing it, so aren't you? That is wonderful. So tell us about that for a moment.
That's a very kind words again, David. That's a grace of Sai. He's shown us a path to go and do a lot of things. So blood donation is one of the things. So when we were sort of doing the research of what is required out there in the society, how can DREAMSAI fill the gap of the need out there? One of the things came out in our research very clearly is a blood and organ donation. We have about 15% of ethnic minorities in England. Out of that, only 5% are actually donating blood or organ donations.
Yeah.
Then we said that's a huge gap over there. When we have that 15% of the ethnic minorities, only 5 or 6% donating, there's a 10% gap. What is the problem with this? The problem would be, if there is an elderly person from an Indian community or Asian community who needs an organ transplant, they have to wait in the queue for months, years together to get, because for you to get the organ donation, you need to have the same ethnic group available over there. And also for some specific health conditions on the surgeries, even the blood, it makes quick recovery if the blood is donated from the same ethnic minority group. Once we learned this, we spoke to NHS Blood and Transplant, and again DREAMSAI became a platform here, and we went back to our community and said, guys, come on, let's go and donate the blood. And we did a huge campaign. You'll be surprised to hear there's a lot of disconnect here between the NHS Blood and Transplant and the community, because on one side our Indian community thought we are not allowed to donate their blood. The reason for this misnomer is, David, if any person goes to a tropical country like India, you can't actually donate the blood straight after returning back from India. So you need to wait 4 to 6 months. There is a set of the rules or the conditions over there. But I think that message is not very clear. That is actually taken in another way by the community, thinking, no, I'm not allowed to give the blood. So what DREAMSAI has actually done here is went out to the community and gave that communication clearly. And we did our first blood donation camp in May this year, and then we had about 40 donors who have registered to donate to blood, and 80% of them have never ever given blood in their life. They are in their 30s and 40s and never given blood. So the DREAMSAI mission is to go out and get more people becoming the blood donors and regularly giving the blood, and also moving on to the next step of organ donation list as well. And now we have another 40 people ready to donate the blood. We are working with NHS BNT to arrange another session.
That is wonderful. Now, I do remember very clearly as a teenager, major news item was when Dr. Christian Barnard in South Africa conducted the first successful heart transplant, and that was major news. I never dreamed that I would actually become so intimately involved with organ donation. My daughter's life was saved by having a kidney transplant. Welcome, we have another guest joining us. Do come in and make yourself comfortable. We're just chatting about organ donation now. So donating organs is an important part of my passion to care for our community. You know, even at my advanced silly old man's age, if I needed an organ donation, I could get one. Wouldn't be too big an issue. But I'm a boring, middle of the road, ordinary, average white person. You know, if I was a slightly different coloured skin, I got about a 2% chance. 2% chance and a 98% chance of shaking hands with the Grim Reaper, and that really hit me so hard. It's not right, is it? If you donate blood, there are times when you can use a pint of blood within the ethnic group that it's come from, but blood is universal. It doesn't matter who gives it, doesn't matter who receives it, it works. But it's not the same with an organ. If you want to give your when you pass away, if you want to leave your organs to those who need them, the DNA comes in.
Yeah.
And I could not donate a kidney to an Indian man, and an Indian man could not donate a kidney to me. So again, we're reinventing the wheel, because I wanted to reach out to the communities, but you're already programming this, aren't you? You already got this. Yeah.
That's the passion of DREAMSAI, David, to go and fill that gap in the society. So our community has very much received that message, and they're coming behind DREAMSAI, and they're very happy to register into the blood donation and organ donation. There's a lot more work to do. That's where we have a fantastic team like Jana here and Niranjan Bhai. They're picking up each and every area. We have a lot of teams managing each and every stream of work, and doing a wonderful job to take this message to our community. So DREAMSAI want to be that platform in filling the gaps of needs wherever we have.
Yeah.
Good morning, David.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're very kind. Firstly, thank you so much for giving us this platform. Thank you so much for inviting us in. We are ever so grateful to you for that. DREAMSAI, I think Lakshman and Jan have spoken a significant amount of detail about it. But this idea of organ donation is so unique, such fantastic ideas. Me and Lakshman, we generally ruminate every Sunday evening or every now and then. And if not in the near future, but sometimes in the future, there are plans that we would have an organ bank. Just like an ATM, people go there, put in a request. If it's available, there you go, mate. Take it, go for it.
You've taken the words right out of my mouth. Right? Because I was going to go on and talk about organ bank. Because with a kidney, we've got two, but we only need one.
Yeah. Exactly.
And there is the organ bank. I tried to get into that myself to donate a kidney to my daughter, but it just wasn't all compatible and so on. But if we had organ banks right across the community,
correct, that's
important, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one day they'll do brain transplants and I can have one. No, you took, there's destiny going everywhere here. You took the word right out of my mouth.
And I think we as an Indian community, I've seen that paradigm shift as well, recently. When someone passes, here, passed away, and then we normally take the body to India. Yeah. Okay. Now that that's been reduced now, and then we are actually cremating all the formalities we are completing here. Mm-hmm. That actually gives an opportunity, increase that the awareness, and also increase the chances that we can donate the organs here. Yeah.
Well, I always say, when you die, don't take your organs to heaven, because heaven knows we need them down here.
Yeah.
And that guest that came into DREAMSAI on Saturday, that I spent some time talking to, he was passionate about organ donation, and he said, when I die, I'll take my soul to heaven, but heaven doesn't want my body. Do what you like with it,
Fantastic.
And that's so important, isn't it? It's so special.
The body will be here functioning with someone in somewhere else, and then he will be in heaven, and then seeing his body as well. I think
Yeah. Brilliant. So, my dear friends, this Indian saint of however many years ago, he got hold of me and said, "Oi, you're not going to the football anymore on Saturday. You'll come in here." That's very special, isn't it, friends? Very special.
So, it's good morning, listeners. It's so unique and so strange that the saint that we're talking about, Sai Baba, passed away in 1918. And then he had, I'll be honest with you, a handful of followers, maybe a few thousands. Today, I can't believe the amount of crowds that visit his tomb in India. We have close to about very easily 5 to 10 million people every day visiting his tomb. Every day, 5 to 10 million people. Imagine, the numbers are phenomenal. The trust there is the richest trust in India as a temple. They have loads of money, and what they're doing with that money is they're doing a lot of charitable good things, like they've opened hospitals. free schools, they've improved the sanitation, the roads, etc., etc. Going back to what gives us this motivation in this foreign land to wake up, get the day started, is something which I would request all of you to experience firsthand. Yeah? And the way to experience it firsthand is we do a little program every Thursday from 6 in the evening to 9 in the night. We do it at the MKHA, which is Milton Keynes Hindu Association. We do something called a Guru's Day. A Guru is your teacher, so we celebrate the teachings of our teacher, which is Lord Sai. I would like to invite all of you to come there. And the most important thing, going back, where all this ties up, David, is Sai once said that there are millions and millions of people, millions of them. Some of them are really rich, some of them are really poor. The commonality between them is they all need food, water, and air.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, air is given by the God in abundance. Water is available in abundance. However, food is something which is, we need to manage it. It's not that there's scarce availability, it's just that it doesn't reach the right people.
Correct, yeah.
And our effort is to make sure that we follow Lord Sai's teachings and making sure that food reaches the right people. Food is complete. It's complete in the sense that food is God. If you want to think about God, if you want to think about bettering your lives, whatever you have to do, you can't do it on an empty stomach. You have to have something which will light the fire in your belly to get up in the morning and go and do things.
Yeah.
So food basically is where everything originates. And every Thursday what we do is we do a little program wherein we praise the Lord, sing hymns, and kind of get that injection, the tonic injection in ourselves, the injection of elixir which propels us to do more things every day, you see. If you can play wonderful instruments, you're more than welcome to come with the instruments. If you fancy some nice curries, you're more than welcome. If you love reading, then we read through our Guru's book, a chapter which inspires so many. All of us sitting here got inspired by reading the book. We read a chapter every Thursday. We don't believe in religion, caste, creed, social status, anybody and everybody.
So that's open to anybody.
Yes.
You don't have to be a Hindu to come along.
No.
Yeah.
We are. It's Lord Sai preached one thing: to follow God, there are different routes. These routes can be religion, can be your teachings from your other seniors, other gurus. Yeah. However, God is one.
God.
Yeah. The ways and means to reach Him can be different. You can get to London via so many different routes here. However, London is London. Same way, God is one.
Yeah. That comes back to something I said before you actually arrived, saying to Laxman, there's a poem which is very special to me, and there's a line in it where it says, "Be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be." And that's exactly what you're just saying, isn't it? And yes, social media is the way to get the message out. I doubt that Sai had a smartphone, but he gets you guys to use them. So tell us about how you put the word of Sai out on social media.
All right, folks. So it's really straightforward and very simple. Yeah. So as I said before, I would like to invite all of you to come and join us at MKHA every Thursday evening 6 p.m. However, for those who are really far away, those with very busy lives, those who have other things to do, which we understand, are more than happy. We are more than happy for you to visit us our website. It's DREAMSAI.org. It's not really cluttery. It's a very straightforward website. You get to know what DREAMSAI does. You get to a chance to know what we do. If you have a spare penny in your pocket, feel free to donate that as well. And besides that, we are also on Facebook, the ever popular Facebook, thanks to Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, so folks, get tweeting. I would like to see, I'll be very happy, in fact, Lord Sai would be very happy if you go and visit DREAMSAI.org and get to know what we do. Besides that, something important that's come to my mind, David. David very kindly, he's got no connection, absolutely, with our organisation. He just casually came around one day to see, and he got so impressed with it. And David has been doing a great service. We would like anybody and everybody who wants to do any kind of service. You need not be a radio jockey, a proper disc man like David. You can be anybody for that matter. Please do come in. Please do have a chat with us. We have lots and lots of things to do. We can assure you one thing: whatever you do for us, DREAMSAI, I'm sure you'll take a very rich experience back with you. I'm sure that sense of contentment, that sense of fulfillment. More importantly, the big deal about giving back to the society. I used to think, what's all this? But when I started doing it, I really felt the contentment, the joy, the effervescence that you get out of it is out of this world. Giving back to the society is the biggest thing.
When you walk through the door, you will be met with friends. And, I walked in that first day and, wow, I was just wrapped with friendship. And the wave of love, which I said before, it flows in two directions. If you give, it comes back to you. It comes back to you in so many ways, which we've explored. Now, I've come along and I sort of wonder what my role on a Saturday would be. Stand around a little bit like a lemon and, you're supporting but not actually doing anything. Well, I think, be it SAI or be it Destiny or be it what, I think my role is starting to carve out now. I love talking to people, and on Saturday there were two people who, in different ways, needed someone just to sit down and chat to, and I was there. I'm proud to have met both of them, and it wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for DREAMSAI. My good friend Josh, who Josh has a saying that David gets high, he gets high on life. I'm talking with this man, and when I left, I went to see Josh and his wife, and he said, you're high on life. What's happened? That man had given me an inspiration.
Indeed, Josh has given you your inspiration. We love him so much. That's why
you've got some beautiful gifts for him and his wife.
DREAMSAI last weekend has done the Diwali gifts for 101 people out there. So we got two of those, one women pack and men pack for you to give it to Josh and his wife.
And it's their 8th anniversary today.
Oh, what a wonderful!
Please, convey our best wishes.
Yeah.
I could sit here and play music all day, but some of my guests, you have to go out and go to work and travel. You're very brave guys. You've got to travel into London. So I want to say thank you very much for being with us today and sharing the wonderful vision, if that's the right word, of SAI. Thank you so much.
So it's our pleasure, David, firstly.
Thank you
so much for inviting us. Very quickly, before Lakshmana gives the closing message, I just want to very quickly mention, there was a snippet mentioned about Diwali Pack it's a few minutes ago. So I would like to explain very quickly what this Diwali Pack is. What DREAMSAI have done is, as a part of Diwali celebrations, we thought we need to share Diwali with our wider community, and what better than putting up a hamper together, a hamper which comprises of socks, warm clothing, a mini blanket, a few tin soups, a few sweets, soap, deodorants, things like that. So we packed it in a hamper and went across to all these lovely places, the MK Act, MK bus shelters. We went to a school where there were children from underprivileged class, and all these hampers were distributed across. These hampers comprised of 3 categories, for men, women, and obviously children. So that's what the Diwali Pack is, in case our listeners are wondering what the Diwali Pack was.
Well, so I can see 2 of them here in the studio. I wish we did have a webcam. They're really, really beautiful. Thank you for your kindness there. And of course, we just passed Diwali, haven't we? I think next year we need to get you in earlier. And we'll have a Diwali show, shall we?
Definitely, David. As we said, based on SAI's message, we are religion agnostic. So last year we celebrated Christmas, and we've given the packs for Christmas. This year we gave for Easter, and now to Diwali, and we would like to give it to Eid and every other festival as well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, the people who are in need it every time. These festivals and these occasions are just some opportunities that we get to go and share that love. On that note, just wanted to thank you for inviting DREAMSAI. As Niranjan Bhai said, if we don't travel to London, we get sick. So we just wanted to make sure we travel to London every morning in that busy schedule. But however, our good friend Jana has kindly, will stay back for some more time to share, a bit more about DREAMSAI and his experiences and everything.
Thank you.
But the one message I want to give is, on behalf of all our team, is DREAMSAI as an organisation is in here to support the needy. Everyone out there who will want to support the needy, just come in. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. DREAMSAI is doing a lot of activities, the Indian spiritual cultural activities, the supporting the people who are homeless by giving the food and also the winter essentials and essentials at the different times, blood and organ donations, and a lot more. If you have more ideas, come in, part of the team. Let's make a difference in our society in the name of Lord Sai, whatever He has given. And David, thank you very much for giving us this wonderful opportunity to say a little bit about DREAMSAI.
It's me that should say thank you, and thank you all for your wonderful friendship. Now, two of my good friends have gone off to work in London, very brave fellows. Jana's still here. You're going to work in Milton Keynes, but you've got the school run to do first at the moment, haven't you? Yes. I came out with you on the Walk of Love a couple of weeks ago, and we drove around and we chatted. We went to the YMCA, and you took gifts there. That's a regular place you take gifts, isn't it?
Every Saturday.
Yeah. And our friends here have just gone off to the railway station. We went to Central Milton Keynes railway station, didn't we? And there were some very sad homeless people there, weren't there?
Yeah, it's very sad to see the people there, after all, they're humans, regardless of their background.
That's the important thing, isn't it? They're humans.
DREAMSAI really would like to, help to the society whatever way we could. Because in Milton Keynes recently many things are happening, which is really frightening. And then recently we had a community discussion as well, where we wanted to tell the people that we can support each other.
That's the important thing, isn't it? Really, it's the people that matter, and that's what Sai is focused on. I mean, he wouldn't have been interested in Brexit or Parliament or anything like that, would he?
Definitely not interested. And DREAMSAI is also not interested. We wanted to serve the people, and then whatever the Sai preaches us, and then we wanted to take it to the society, for the society.
If we all took a little bit more love into what we were doing, and you can put love into any situation, can't you? If we could follow the example, the teachings of Sai, and it doesn't matter what, Hindu, Indian, boring old Englishman like me, if we all could take love, it would make so much difference. And I do want to get you guys back, because I want to talk about love for animals and love for the planet. So time's going really, really quickly. In a moment I'm going to have to wrap today's show up, but Jana, you've got to go out. You've got very important duties now. You've got the school run.
This is a very busy time for me, dropping all my 3 kids to the school.
And then you've got to go work.
After that, fortunately I do work most of the time from home.
Well, that helps a little bit. But I want to say a huge thank you for coming so early. I'm so proud to count you as a friend, and I look forward to working with you again on Saturday. So
thank you, David. It's really great to see in this morning, and thank you for inviting us here. And I'm equally happy to see you on next Saturday and every Saturday.
Yes, as I was saying earlier.
And then continue to have the conversation about various topics, how we can share our love, and then how we can improve the lives of the society for the benefit of the community. And then thank you very much. And then just before I close, please join us, and you're always welcome. And then we want hear from your feedback, experience, and to make the changes, whatever we could do, how little it is to the society. Okay, yeah. Thank you. And then now again you can reach us on Facebook, DREAMSAI MK, and Twitter, DREAMSAI MK again. Okay. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. You go off and have a wonderful day.